Yes, I am pretty pissed off right now, and I honestly think I have a good reason to be. I mean, come on, we live in America, land of the free, but apparently it's land of the free from health insurance. It's absolutely outrageous to me that some rich dummy got killed and everybody suddenly cares, but how many Americans die every year from lack of health insurance and nobody bats an eye? Now, don't get me wrong, I am not condoning murder. Obviously, murder is bad, kids, okay? Don't do that. No, his actions are bad. I am not interested in justifying his actions. However, I am interested in justifying some of the rage behind his actions and the millions of Americans sympathizing with that guy right now. Here's a fun fact for you. A quarter of Americans throw away prescriptions because they can't afford to fill them. Healthcare spending dwarfs the combined profits of every corporation in America. Those are just two quick facts demonstrating how monumentally the American healthcare system really is. We're supposed to be the best country on earth, #1. Yet how come America is one of the few developed countries that doesn't provide healthcare for all of their citizens, regardless of income? Even worse, despite this tragic shooting taking place, the United Health Group CEO, yeah, this guy, this bald little face weasel, he had the nerve to double down on the policy.
And we guard against the pressures that exist for unsafe care or for unnecessary care to be delivered in a way which makes the whole system too complex and ultimately unsustainable.
Oh, we don't want to provide unnecessary care. Shut the up, you British twat. What the does unnecessary care even mean anyway? Oh, that's right. It just means anything that the insurance company doesn't want to pay for. Mind you, if this swarmy little wanted hair transplants, odds are United Healthcare would deem that a very necessary care. But if you say are dying from liver cancer, well, maybe flip a coin for it. As all of this is going down, some articles have been released demonstrating the despicable times that people had their health insurance claims outright denied. One person wrote, "My partner of 34 years had liver cancer. After we found out that the latest round of chemotherapy wasn't working, he was referred to a clinical trial. He went for the initial appointment and found out he was a good candidate. They'd had success in treating this type of cancer. He qualified for the program, and all they had to do was get insurance approval. Insurance started dragging their feet, asking impossible questions during the approval wait, which began to get lengthy, and he only got sicker." So here we have an individual who literally qualifies for a clinical trial that could treat their cancer, and the insurance company, well, they're not so sure that's necessary care. Fuck you. Another person writes, "I'm diabetic, and at the height of COVID, my doctor said we had no other options. I needed to start insulin. It made a massive difference in my health and life. Fast forward a year later, I tried to pick up my prescription from the pharmacy, and they said my insurance had denied it. When I called to find out what was wrong, they told me it was not medically necessary." Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. I really love that, like, the gods of life up in the healthcare departments just have the magic ability to determine whether or not something is medically necessary, It's crazy. It's like, hey, here's a fucking doctor with qualifications saying this is necessary. But the insurance company, the all-knowing, holy, mighty insurance company who can decide if you live or die, well, they're not so sure, They're not so sure they really want to pay for that, even though people pay the insurance to do that exact fucking thing. Of course, these are just American insurance companies across the board. They're pretty much all fucked up and filled with pathetic scum. But sure enough, new data does in fact demonstrate that United Healthcare denies the most claims of any major health insurer. Again, I am not defending the shooter's actions, but I am absolutely defending the shooter's rage and the rage of millions of Americans. I'm not alone here. Even Ben Shapiro's own fucking audience has turned on him, as they too have exclaimed how important it is that they get health insurance and how broken the American system is. And that's because at the end of the day, this really is not a left versus right issue. It ultimately does come down to rich versus poor. It is disgusting and fucked up that we live in a society where right now, poor people can die just because they can't afford to go to the doctor, and rich people can afford to live until they're 467. As much as I do not condone violence, I am happy to see that this tragedy— if you want to watch the rest of the video, then you're gonna have to click the link in the description or on your screen and go subscribe to my brand new channel. You can instantly resume watching the video on the new channel.